synthesizer, I might come back and it won't. I'm gonna preach for a minute. I'm looking for somebody. She was over there dancing in the corner. Where's the lady's son with the burgundy mask on? Where's the lady that was next to you? She left? She's still here? All right, y'all just wave at me when she's coming in. Get your Bibles. Get your Bibles. Get your Bibles. Go with me to Acts chapter 28 for a moment. Yes, Lord. I just don't believe in coming to church not enjoying Jesus while I'm there. When we go to the restaurant, we're going for a purpose. And it's a difference going to a restaurant and then going to a buffet. I'm not the best buffet person because I might eat just one plate and that's it. But the buffet is in business because of the folk that's going to eat them 3-4 plates. Y'all ain't saying that. You try to be at home, Apostle. I got some 3, 4, 5 plate eaters in the house. Ain't no need y'all looking at me funny. Get your Bibles. Let me get this out of the way. Acts chapter 28. I want the amplified version tonight. I want the amplified version. I'm just going to preach, teach, talk for a few seconds, and I'm going out the way. And preach and dance. I might prophesy to 2, 3 people. Raise an offering, then I'm going back up. 85. Is that all right? But I feel the Lord in this house in such a great way. And I feel like God is going to work yet another miracle. My lady friend that was dancing right here, you danced yourself around there? Yes. As you danced, the Lord spoke to me and he told me that he's completely healing your body in this season. What type of shit? You're going to outlive many of them because of your place in God. Don't worry about the folk. You keep on dancing. Start with verse number 1 in Acts 28. Amplified version. After we were safe on land.
We found out that the island was called Malta.
We found out the name of the island we had landed on.
And the natives showed us extraordinary kindness in hospitality.
Let me park right there for 10 seconds. That's a problem that we have in the church. We have lost the sense of hospitality. We have lost the essence of just being kind. We want to be deep, but we don't know how to be kind. Nobody's concerned with your heat up on the outside if you can't be kind to them. The problem in the church. Hope y'all don't get mad at me. Problem in the church. We got too many folk with titles but don't know how to be kind to nobody. Your title does not make them nasty. You are nasty anyway. And you want to use your title as a way to exhort that nastiness. It's time you to come back to the altar. Read the verse. Let me finish.
A fire and welcome us all. Since it had begun to rain, it was cold.
It started to rain. They were on the island. It was a little bit chilly. Go ahead.
But when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks.
The Apostle Paul had gathered sticks. What did I just say? Even those that serve in apostolic authority know how to serve. Your title means nothing if serving isn't in front of it. The reality is we have too many folk that are chasing titles and they don't have the oil to serve. Come on, right man of God. Read it. Stop, listen. I'm sorry. Stop making folks stuff that God didn't call them. All right, they're going to be fine. Nobody is in the hospital wearing a jacket with surgeon on it and they have not been properly educated. Nobody is walking around with a jacket that says OBGYN, pediatrician, none of those names, and they have not served well to get there. Because not only did they have to go through the educational process, there was an internship. I think we need to have internships in ministry because if you can't be faithful as a leader in the ministry, you can't be the big leader. We can't trust you to come as a deacon. We can't depend on you as a choir member. You don't tip in until the choir get ready to get up and sing. Problem is, We have too many titles and not enough oil. I'm coming through here in a few minutes. Oh, God help us today. The problem is, listen. When we stop giving out papers, maybe the folk will be dedicated. When we stop handing out certificates, maybe the folk will get sanctified. When we stop giving out platforms, maybe the folk will get back to the power of the altar and get sanctified. Woo! Read it. I'm in my foot. Read it.
They laid them on the fire. A viper crawled out because of the heat.
The apostles gathered the sticks and threw them on the fire because the fire was already there, but it needed some strength. Sometimes you've got to stop hanging around folk that can't give you strength. You hang around folk because of who they are. I need you to start finding some folk because of what's in them. I feel the Holy Ghost, my brother. Read it.
Fasten yourself on his hand.
The viper came out because of the heat, because the fire had become intense, because of the additional wood that was placed on it. Sometimes you need to recognize that God will put you in a heated position just to see what's in you. Problem is, we want power, but we don't want trouble. We want anointing, but we don't want to know how to travail and to get through to God. We want to be wonderful, but we don't want to know how to be submitted to. Read it.
When the natives saw the creature hanging from his hand.
I'm sorry, the snake came out because of the fire. The viper came out and grabbed hold of Apostle Paul's hand. And when the folk around him saw this, what happened?
They began to say to one another, undoubtedly this man is a murderer. And though he has been saved from the sea, justice, the avenging goddess, has not permitted him to live.
Hold on, Elder. The folk standing around talking about who he was, but didn't come to his rescue. We got some folk in the church now. I don't need you unless you can help me in a time of trouble. I don't want you around me unless you can pull off what has attached itself to me. I don't need you sitting there telling me. You trying to size up who I am instead of grabbing the snake. Well, one problem is a snake can't get a snake. Read it. Problem is we got too many creepy crawlers in the sanctuary. And they try to attach themselves to leadership, not because of what's inside of you, but what they can take from you. We got to have intercessors on assignment so that they can keep. Lord help me. I'm moving fast. Go ahead. Read.
Then Paul simply shook the creature off into the fire.
Shook him off into the fire.
And suffered no ill effects.
Wasn't even bothered by it. Read it.
But they stood watching and expecting him to swell
The
up.
folks stood around him, expecting him to swell and do what?
Suddenly dropped dead.
And drop dead. Read the next verse.
But after they had waited a long time.
After they waited a long time. Tell somebody you're going to have to wait a little while longer to see me die. Some of y'all will get that by Thursday. Read it.
And had seen nothing unusual happen to him.
They did not see anything unusual happen because they knew the power that the viper had. Sometimes you got to recognize the power that the enemy has.
Correct.
Read it.
They changed their minds and began saying that he was a god.
Some folk need to see something before they change their mind. My faith doesn't require me to see it before my mind is changed. I already know it.
In the vicinity of that place, there were estates belonging to the leading man of the island.
That's all I need. Thank you so much, Elder. If I were to preach tonight, I'll preach these words. Not when they expect it. If I were to preach tonight, I'll preach not what they expected. I would come back and put with that, I survived the bite of those that latched on to me. I could talk about 2 minutes. When God has us on assignment, we will encounter stuff that ordinary saints can't handle. I'll be back in a second. Lady, do me a favor, Elder. Jump down there for a minute, real quick. I need you to help her for 30 seconds. I just need you to dance for 30 seconds right now. That was for your business, the Lord said. Who's supposed to wave at me? Thank you, baby girl. Because somebody's supposed to wave at me when she came back in. Y'all caught up. It's all right. Baby girl, just sat down that window. Stand up for me. When you were dancing earlier, the Lord showed me something. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't know what's going on, but God's getting ready to handle some properties concerning, some business concerning the property where you're living right now. The Lord said, don't worry, I got you. Dance right there.